There are lots of rumors, lots of leaks, and then sometimes there's surprises that come out of nowhere.
Oh, something that didn't get leaked?
He was so
Something
cheeky.
that is a surprise? And he was very cheeky when he said it.
Mm-hmm. Hideo Kojima?
In a Speedo.
Ooh. Oops, that's my personal.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was my vacation picture.
Let's suppose that you were able
That he
every
leaked.
night to dream any dream you wanted to dream.
Dream.
And that you could have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time.
Oh.
And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, fulfill all your wishes. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. And then you would get more and more adventurous. And you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
Why the combination of these things? Oh, they're gonna show their new box? They're showing their fucking new box on the stage at the fucking Game Awards right before Christmas? Why would I buy an Xbox One then?
Cause it's like years and years old.
Wait a minute, it's not the
Xbox
new
Series
one.
X? Oh.
It's not the newest.
What
Is this the next Xbox? What is it? Is it the next Xbox?
I guess it is.
So it's the Xbox X. The Xbox. Oh my fuck. So
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the Xbox Series X.
He's the head of Xbox. Welcome, Phil Spencer.
Alright, give us your fluff duck, Spencer. Cloud. Box cloud. It's a box in a cloud.
There's already an Xbox
Three
X.
generations, we've designed Xbox consoles to power your dreams.
But it's Series
We see
X.
a future where you're instantly absorbed in your games, where worlds are even more lifelike, immersive, responsive, and surprising. Where you are at the center of your gaming experience. Next holiday, Xbox Series X will lead us into the future of console gaming. Our fastest,
Are you sure about that?
Xbox
That it'll lead?
will
Because
set a new bar
PlayStation could
for
now
performance,
come out and
speed,
say it's coming out a month earlier.
compatibility. Developers around the globe are already hard at work building games for Xbox Series X. Our 15
hate
Xbox
that name.
game studios
Fuck.
are developing the largest
Yeah, it's stupid.
and most
They're horrible at
creatively
naming their
diverse lineup
consoles.
of
Yeah.
exclusive games in our history.
I look forward to the PlayStation 5.
Tonight,
Thank you.
They're gonna
proud to reveal
confuse
a project early in development from an incredibly talented, creative team who are no strangers to
Right, Cerelium? Ripped
Yeah.
all the moms who just bought an
What you're about
Xbox
to
One.
see was all captured in-engine as being built to take full advantage of Xbox Series X.
So it's not being run on an Xbox Series X. This is in-game footage of a game that was built to take full advantage of this.
Yeah.
So these things could maybe not look anything like this in the end, because they might have to like change some shit, lots of shit. Just a caveat to keep in mind as we watch this. But I am excited to see some next generation, like at least. This is an engine. Like if this is like what they hope to achieve, like that'd be great. So a sequel to This is a game that's an example of I'll turn this up.
a human sacrifice on that.
Awesome. I know a lot of you guys love that game.
Yeah.
The first one was very clear right from the outset, not a game to play on the show. You can't enjoy that game in a show environment.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that we stopped playing it, but I think I might play it off show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to try it out. And let it envelop me the way that people say it's supposed to.
All right,
That was an awesome trailer.
It was a great
Yeah.
trailer. Holy shit.
Is coming up here at the Game Awards. Now, we just ran a poll on Twitch to see who you think is going to be recognized.
And there hasn't
as
been
the
a lot of
best
awesome
sports
trailers
player.
lately. It
Results
feels
are
like
in.
it's been a real
Twitch
drought.
community picked Faker.
Okay.
Award is coming up next, and NBA superstar Stephen Curry
So the next
is gonna
Xbox
hand it out.
was
We'll see
announced.
if you guys
Yeah.
They showed the hardware.
Still to come in the show.
Unprecedented, I think. Somebody will have to I'll have to verify this later. For a console to be shown, to be talked about officially
I have
on a
that
public
data.
stage right before the current holiday, before the next one comes out. That is, like, most marketers and, like, industry people would say, you are fucking insane. You don't
Yeah.
talk about your next product right before getting them to buy this one.
Yeah, dude.
This
seriously.
holiday? You don't do that. That's stupid.
No.
And I just can't wait to share them.
It's a very weird move. It's not something that people ever typically do in the industry. In any industry, let alone gaming.
I was born as an Afghan refugee.
Yeah, it was a pretty, like, bland award show. You know, it was good to what was our highlights? We got to see a new Wolf Among Us coming, and it is a huge thing to see new hardware.
Yeah, the first
Physically
time.
see
Like,
it.
that's really cool to see
A
it for the
thing
first time together.
That we will own eventually. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the next generation, we will buy the new system. We've decided not to rebuy an Xbox One because what's the point? Nobody wants to see us try to unbox one again.
Yeah.
But like, we will obviously
actually, they
jump into
probably
the next
would.
generation. But yeah, that's exciting, and we only got to see it for like a split second.
Yeah. And it
Like-
literally just looked like a box. It was kind of concave on the top with some wiring.
Like maybe I can go back and we can see it again. It looked like a square. Oh, that fucking dog that goes across. A square version of the Mac Pro trash can.
Yes, it does.
Vertical design,
Yeah.
kind of like a little like sort of
rectangular.
like a little chode. Just like a chode.
Okay. But also big.
Well, the
And
chode is big. It's just wider than a like sort of a too wide and squat. Like, you know, that's.
Gotcha.
I don't like the word either, but I call it how I see it. Okay, here he is.
Yeah.
When they came out. There you go. Okay, they have it back there. What a horrible fucking name.
That's
showed a
why
bunch
it
of
was so
shit.
confusing.
It was confusing because they're like combining a bunch of games here. They showed a soccer game. Then they showed Halo, and I'm like, but clearly it's not a Halo game because they just showed like soccer plus some other shit. Racing. And then there you go. Bam. The new Xbox. What? Hey, PlayStation, I'm not talking to you. We're talking about the Xbox. Don't get jealous.
It's jealous.
Seriously. They're bringing back the green glow aesthetic. Hey,
It's their
that's
color.
cool.
It's
That's
their
retro. That is ugly as fuck. But go for it, guys. Own it. Own it. So it's got a spot for a disk drive. Okay, so when I first looked at it in my mind's eye, if I thought back to earlier in the Game Awards, I would say that thing was about this big. I was picturing it like that. Just something about the shape makes you think it's like this. But look at this thing next to the controller here as we get to see it.
Based on my hands earlier, I thought it was bigger.
That thing's gonna be big.
So it's like 1,
It's gonna be like
2,
that
3
wide.
times the size of the controller.
It's gonna be that tall and that like that's a monolith. But whatever, you know, game systems are always big. And what they pack into them power-wise, like to be equivalent to a PC, like it's pretty amazing.
You hope it can be horizontal?
Yeah, so that's fun. That's the biggest thing out of it, to come out of it. New hardware, we saw it. It exists. It's there. Xbox, it's funny though, because despite the fact that Xbox has now shown us their hardware, we still know less about the Xbox generation, their next generation console, than we know about Sony.
Okay, yeah, because we've heard of
Mark
Sony
Cerny.
specs and
Yeah, Mark Cerny's been going around like spilling the beans. He hasn't said
Right.
exact numbers, but he's made so many like leaked so many little details here and there that like people are putting together what they think it is, and then there's like been rumors from supply chains saying what it could be. But Xbox has, I think they've given some details. Maybe I'm just not keeping up as much with their news, but I'm pretty sure that we know less about its innards than we know about PlayStation's.
right.
Just because Mark Cerny is so liberal with how he chats about it.
The Verge says the Xbox Series X has 4 times more processing power than Xbox One X. I fucking hate their naming.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, it's fucking horrible. That's just abysmal.
Just give it a name
Yeah, it's so
so that
stupid.
like
Yeah, give it a
grandmas
code
can
word.
understand.
You know, like your code words are better. Scarlet was
Yeah.
one of them. Fucking call it Scarlet. That's
Yeah.
a great. That's a like. You know, whoa. So stupid. I'm gonna like. Please, Sony, just keep with the numbers. It's slick. It's organized.
It is, yeah.
PlayStation 5 sounds great. Yeah, it's super surprising. That was a major, nobody was expecting that. Like, come on. For a company to introduce new hardware right before the holiday season, that's crazy. That's crazy. How many, like...
Do you want me to pull up I have like a really solid spreadsheet about this.
That's fine. Like, you would have to, that wouldn't even be that easily documented info.
I have the first announcement and when it was released. Like
Yeah,
the first
but
time they ever talked about
Xbox
a
has already talked about it. Like, it's okay to talk about it. They talked about it at E3. It's the showing of the box makes it real.
Okay.
That is very specific and makes it real to the average consumer. And on something so accessible to average people, the Game Awards, like, it's just very much like, we're how many days from Christmas?
12?
Like, you guys might be like, it doesn't matter to me. The Xbox is like, you know, the best price it's ever been. Also, I'm not going to wait a year for the next Xbox. I'll buy a new Xbox right now or whatever. But, like, think about it from the mom's perspective. Like, you know, she's like, I was thinking about getting, but he's going to be asking for the next one next year. So, like, they will think this way. They'll be like, I heard the new one was just announced. I did a Google, and they're talking about, I don't know which one I'm supposed to... I looked up the Xbox One X, which Johnny said he wanted, but then I saw the Series X, and I tried to find stores with the Series X, but the man at Best Buy said that it's not out until next year. So I asked him if there was any, what was the newest console that I could buy, and he said it was this Nintendo Switch. So I got him the Switch, and maybe sometime down the road we'll get him the Series X. This is how consumers think. You might not think that because you're a fucking person who is dedicated to watching our show. You're obviously a super gamer, so like you can't think the same way. That's why it's crazy. Long story short, that's why it's crazy.
I just looked it up fresh. The first Nintendo Switch trailer was the end of October.
Yeah, but this was not a thing. This was that's from when did the Switch come out? Because that's different. Because this was a company that had long before given up on the fucking Wii U. Like, that's completely different. They had considered their console dead.
They don't like to be called super gamers.
Some do. Whoa.
Or you're not.
They like it. They do like it. See?
Yeah.
They're happy about it. Anyways, that's
that why
my
they're
long-winded
loving?
explanation as to like why I think it's crazy. I'm not saying I'm against it. Like, fucking do what you want. It's just crazy. That's why it's, basically I'm trying to get across what a big deal I think that is, that they just did that. Very not Microsoft, in my opinion.
It just it's weird from a public relations.
Yeah, and to show your cards
Angle.
before
Yeah.
E3, yeah, like it's going to be an interesting next while because I expect that PlayStation's going to show a little bit of their hand before E3 coming. I think they'll do similar to what they did for the PlayStation 4, do a pre-E3 show where they bring out a little bit of the details, get people hyped up. It's going to be an exciting year.
How many turbo points is being a super gamer worth though?
It's actually like a multiplier. So
Oh.
at this point, if you've hit super gamer status, it's a 1.3 times multiplier.
Shit. All right.
Whether you're in the negative or the positive.
Right.
1.3
1.3. Okay.
times.
That's cool. Got to get them points. Oh dang! Whoa!
Hey, Yamashoto, cheer up. 3 points for you.
Aw.
Brad Laddie,
Minus
-7.
7. I was gonna say 7.
Congratulations. So yeah, that's cool. Exciting.
Yeah. Did you have a good?
What do you think of the like? We have neither of it. We both kind of like just talked about the size and shape of the Xbox. Do you like it?
Well, that's all there is.
Yeah, like I
more
didn't
can
even,
you
as opinionated
say?
as I am, I didn't say I hated it, nor did I say I like it. I laughed at the green. That's it.
It's very basic.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's
It's
inoffensive.
minimalistic.
Yeah, I like
Sit it
minimalist.
In
It's-
the back corner of our house.
It'll fit into almost everybody's aesthetic so long as you can turn off that green glow. As long as the green glow isn't bright, it should fit into everybody's room, you know? So it's inoffensive and it's out of the way. I like it. It's better than the Xbox One X, I think, which at least it looks original. Like it looks like something like
I just want something that
not
like
an old Betamax VCR or
fits
something.
nice in a like back.
Right, yeah. Well, I want something that cools well and isn't loud.
Okay.
Which is where the PS4 Pro, despite what I love the PlayStation 4's design, the Pro was terrible for cooling apparently, or I guess what they needed it to do couldn't be cooled in that form factor very well.
We had to drink 4 things of umeshu to get glass bottles to put underneath our PS Pro.
To hold it up so that it would cool.
We
Keep it
had
off.
to drink booze
Yeah,
to elevate it.
yeah. Yeah, let's just call it the X Tower. It's a lot easier.
People in the chat are calling it the Xbox X, Series X.
The Xbox X. Yeah. But other than
Please
that,
just
like
plain matte.
overall, when it comes down to it, that Game Awards was pretty like.
That's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Like a meh, 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 meh.